Okay, in last lecture, we discussed about in our previous lecture, we discussed about what is the industrial engineering management and history of the industrial engineering. Okay, so in this lecture, we will discuss about the scientific management as well as uh, and how to apply the scientific management. So the first one is the where can industrial engineering can work. Okay, so just about anywhere a process need to design or improve, there industrial engineer can work. Okay, and industrial engineering can work in obvious places like manufacturing, such as microelectronic, aerospace, automotive industries. There means in manufacturing industry the industrial engineer is needed, as well as in research and development department industrial engineering is required. Okay, so or not so obvious place like the service industry, such as the banking, healthcare, insurance, transportation, even a theme park, there industrial engineers needed. Okay, so industrial engineers determine the most effective way to use the basic factor of production, that is the people, machine, material, information and energy, to make a product or provide a services. So we can say industrial engineer is required in manufacturing sector, as well as it is required in service industries. Okay, next one is the design impacts. So here industrial engineer design system at two levels. The first level called the human activity levels and is concerned with how work get accomplished, how work gets accomplished. Okay, and the second level is called the management control system level and address the planning, measurement and control of organization activities. Okay, so we will discuss the both the level in next slide. So here you can see the level 1 design impact of industrial engineering. It is concentrate about the process within the organization, layout of facilities or industries and machines, and the design of workplace, storage space, location and work method as mentioned in this slide. That is the level 1 element of industrial engineering. And next one is level 2. In level 2, the planning system, forecasting system, material and inventory planning control, scheduling activity, cost control and analysis and quality system, that's come into the level 2 elements. Okay. Next one, the means very important concept about the industrial engineering is the scientific management. Okay, so what is the scientific management, that we will discuss in this slide. Okay, you can say the scientific management is an attempt to determine and apply the facts and law that are essential for efficient running of industry. Okay, means scientific management is the attempt to determine uh, or you can say determine and apply the facts and law. Okay, which law, which is essential to run efficient your industry. Okay, so scientific management was first of all introduced by, we know that, the F.W. Taylor in 1856 to 1915. Okay, who is regards means who also known as a father of scientific management. The before, Taylor business was managed by the rule of thumb. Okay, and some common sense is applied for managing. Now after that scientific management, the Taylor found means why need the scientific management, because Taylor found there is the in plant inefficiency as well as the means inefficiency, and for reduce that inefficiency we need a scientific management. And the Taylor introduced this only in the manufacturing shop, but nowadays it is applied a wider sense in all the sector, or you can say in service sector also. So as mentioned, the scientific management may be defined as art of knowing, as mentioned in first line, art of knowing exactly what is to be done and the best way of doing it. Okay, so the scientific management is the art of knowing exactly what is to be done and the best way of doing it. This is simply a systematic approach in solving the operation problem. Okay, or you can say in short, scientific management is the application of scientific principle and method of the management. So here some steps are mentioned for the means for apply the scientific management. Okay, so first one is the recognize the problem, analyze and define objective. Okay, and next one, collect and analyze the required data. After that, select the alternative if possible, evaluate and review each alternative. Okay, then test conclusion and if required correct actions. Okay, and take selected action, and the last one, formulate the test principle based on the experimental result of all cases. So we can say the management is the art or science. Management is both a science and an art. Okay, means there for management we need art as well as the science. Okay, so before in 19th century the management was believed to be an art. Okay, but we know that the art is the way of doing the things. Okay, and while science is the organized knowledge. If we practically analyze the task of any manager, it will be found that his job required some quality of art. Okay, and as well as the use of skill and systematic knowledge in the accomplishment of the desired result. So since systematic knowledge is the science and practice or skill, okay, is essential to make it perfect, which is an art management in the both word as well as art as well as science. So you can say means there is the systematic approach needed for scientific management, and that is the combination of science as well as arts. Okay, so what means the doing the thing, it's come into the art, and science provide you organized knowledge. Principle of scientific management. Okay, so the important principle of the scientific management are means I directly tell you, okay, without writing. First one is the scientific selection, training and placement of employee, that come into the principle of scientific management. Then intimate, friendly and cooperative relation, okay, between the management and worker. And the next principle is division of labor. Okay, or in another word you can say separation of mental labor from manual labor. Okay, next, introduction of incentive wage system and introduction of improved method, working condition, time and motion study, simplify, etc. The next one is the what is the aim and objective of scientific management. Aim and objective. Objectives of scientific management. Okay, the first objective you can say to find out waste and it cost. Okay, means there are unnecessary activities going on in organization. Industrial engineering work is need to find out unnecessary activity and reduce the waste. Okay, so it improve the productivity and reduce the total cost of product, so customer power of purchasing is increased. Okay, so that is the one aim of the industrial engineering, or you can say scientific management. Next is to eliminate the waste. Okay, means that is the same thing, means reduce the waste reduce. Okay, and reduce the cost reduction. Okay, and eliminate the waste. Okay, and to pay uniform wages with reduced labor cost. Okay, and to increase the purchasing power of customer. Next aim of the scientific management is increase the purchasing power of customer. Okay, so how we can increase the purchasing power of customer? If we eliminate the waste, if we eliminate the unnecessary activity in our organization, okay, then our productivity will increase and production is increase. If production and productivity will increase, then profit of organization is increase, and profit of organization increase, as well as it reduce the means we can reduce the cost of particular component. Okay, and if we reduce the component cost, then purchasing power of customer is increased. So that is the all aim and objective of scientific management. Next is advantage of scientific management. Means what is the advantages of scientific management? So the first one is the increased productivity. If we apply the scientific management, then it increase the productivity, and higher quality with low price product you will get. Okay, and you can increase the wages of your worker. Okay, because productivity increase, and due to the productivity, profit of organization is more. So now means the industry able to increase the wages of worker or engineers. Okay, so that is the advantage of scientific management. As well as if profit increase in organization, due to the profit, the sustainability of organization is increased, and if organization sustainability increase, means the job security increase. Okay, and increase the satisfaction. So and you can say it improve the profit as well as the productivity. So the main focus is the main focus of the scientific management is improve the productivity. Okay, and by use of the scientific management, okay, you can reduce the unnecessary activity, and by unnecessary activity, the per part cost will be reduced, and uh, profit of the organization is increased, and due to the profit of organization, purchasing power of customer is increased, because we are now able to reduce the cost of our product, as well as we can able to increase the wages of our workmen. So the sustainability of the plant is increased, as well as the job security is increased. That is a plus point for all workers. Okay, so the scientific method means basically tell means allocate the particular work to worker. Okay, on the by considering the tailor suggests by considering skill, education, and experience. Okay, by considering skill, education, and experience, if you allocate some work to some particular person, then there are more chances to increase the productivity. And before that, there is the thumb rule, like we discussed in history part, कि we allocate the work as per the workman, means workman itself decide what type of the work he will do. But now scientific management say the manager should decide कि which type of work we should provide to which type of the skill worker, or as well as the manager should consider the experience, education, and skill of the worker or workman. Okay, so now, okay, the next industrial engineering approach. Okay, in industrial engineering approach, carrying out various activities, functions, the industrial engineering department use the scientific approach or scientific management approach, or in another word, you can say the industrial engineer gather and analyze the facts. Okay, prepare the alternative solution taking into the consideration of all constraint, both internal and external. Okay, and select the best solution for the implementation. Okay, so it is carrying out the various activities. The industrial engineer department use the scientific management approach, and in another word you can say the industrial engineer gathers and analyze the facts, prepare the alternative solution taking into the consideration all the constraints both internal and external, and select the best solution for the implementation. For example, an industrial engineer department select the operation or job for improvement. Okay, and this is the stage refer to the problem identification or definition of the problem. So here I wrote up in first line, if you see all the facts in this slide, the first line you can see all the facts or detail about the job operation are collected and recorded using the various recording techniques like charts, diagram and model. Okay, means all the fact of the all the fact of organization is collected or recorded by using of the chart, diagram and model. That is the first step. That is the first step of the industrial engineering approach. And all the recorded facts, okay, all the recorded facts are subject to critical examination by asking series of questions. Okay, and they find out the alternative way of doing the operation, and a job is find out by using the various technique like brainstorming. Then means first industrial engineering approach means try to record all the thing of your organization. Okay, like by use of the chart, diagram and model, record all the activity. Next means their critical examination is done on the recorded facts. Okay, and they see, okay, where we can improve. Okay, and where we can apply the alternative ways, so the productivity or the profit of organization will increase. Okay, so their alternative way they found by using the brainstorming activity. Means all many managers sit together and skilled workers sit together and try to identify, is there any alternative solution available which is reduce the cost of project, or you can say cost of particular process. So based upon the criteria, fix the evaluation and the best alternative is selected. After that, on the basis of the criteria, on the basis of the requirement, customer requirement, they evaluate all the alternative available and try to select the best alternative. And that best alternative means the solution which is less costly and which is easily applicable, and the skilled worker for that particular solution is available in our organization, then we can definitely apply the best one alternative in our organization. So that is the industrial engineering approach. First you need to record all the thing. Okay, means record all the thing which is going on in your organization by using the chart, diagram and model. After that, all the recorded facts are subjected to critical examination by asking the series of questions. Okay, and after that there you need means the industrial engineering approach, it says they try to find out the alternative by using the brainstorming activity. After finding the alternative, you need to select one particular solution, and which solution is the best, or you can say best alternative you need to select. So there also industrial engineering approach, there you need to manage the 5 M's, means man, material, machine and money as and management. So there this is the 5 M come into the industrial engineers. Okay, or industrial engineering approach. Next one is the objective of industrial engineering. What is the objective of industrial engineering? And the basic objective of industrial engineering departments are shown here. Okay, to establish to establish the method for improving the operation and controlling the production cost. That is the first. And next one is to develop a program for reduce cost or improve productivity. These are the two objective. Okay, first one is to establish the method for improving the operation, and you need to control the production cost. Okay, keep in mind how to control the production cost and how to improve the operation by use of some established methods. Okay, next one, to develop a program for reducing those costs. Okay, so industrial engineering department exist primarily to provide specialized series, uh, means you can say the industrial engineering provide special services to the production department. Okay, and the services offered depend on the type of organization. Normally the service includes such as function, method study. Okay, establishing means as you can say establishing the time standards, development of the wages, incentive schemes, job evaluation, and merit ratings. In some cases the industrial engineering department is assigned to head of the project also. So the work of the industrial means objective of the industrial engineering is apply the method for improve the operation and control the production cost. Okay, and as well as the program for reduce the cost. So, means develop a program to reduce cost, and it offer a service to the production department, and it is also means give the suggestion to apply the method study, establishing the time standard for each work, means how much time it will take, that standard decided by the industrial engineering department, and development of the wages incentive scheme that is decided by industrial engineer, and job evaluation and merit rating, means you need to put evaluate the job, and as well as you need to put the rating for each job evaluations. Okay, in some cases industrial engineering also a project manager, or you can say the head of the project, in some cases. Okay, okay, so that's all for today lecture, and in next lecture we will discuss about the techniques of industrial engineering. So thank you very much for attending this lecture. Thanks to all of you.